Welcome to Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I'm a board-certified music therapist, author, and expert on how to use music to relieve stress fast. This podcast is sponsored by McConnell Music Therapy Services, Inc., where they believe in the power of music to transform people and communities. Based in Northern California, their board-certified music therapists support people of all ages and abilities within hospitals, schools, corporations, and communities using music experience to connect, express, and de-stress. Visit them at mcconnellmts.com or their Facebook page, McConnell Music Therapy. This episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold is also sponsored by Dr. Nisi, trainer and certifier of master and executive coaches, because she believes every person, every relationship, every business, and your finances should be extraordinary. Find out more about Dr. Nisi Moore and the Life Coaching Institute at www.drnisi.com. That's DRNEECIE.com. Hello and welcome to another episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. It's so great to be with you and I'm so glad you're here. And I just got to start out with a big heartfelt thank you. Thank you once again to everyone who's left a review or rated the pod. If you haven't yet, would you take just a moment and leave a comment on how you are using the podcast to help you through this crazy time? Your reviews help me stay motivated because I'll be honest, when I'm mixing these tracks, I get giddy with delight when I hear them and I let them wash over me. It's like watching a great show. You want to talk with someone who saw it, right? Because when they share, it increases your enjoyment of it. That's what reading your reviews is like for me. All right, so on to the music. This track is actually the chord progression of my Relaxation Vacation guided meditation, which I share after the track. So kind of pay attention to how you can download that. However, since I was bringing it into the studio and I was going to leave my voice off the track, I gave myself poetic license to change the tempo, add some delay and reverb, and create a melody and harmony and bass line to it. And now it's its own standalone piece of music, not just the background guitar to my signature meditation. And I'm really excited and proud to share with you Time to Relax. Now, a word about the title. I'm going to get a little deep, so buckle up. Life is the sum total of moments you experience while in physical form. Time, however, is a human-made concept to attempt to organize those moments. Time to relax implies that we can assign intention to the moments we experience. Time to work, time to sleep, etc. What I've noticed in our culture is that time to relax wouldn't probably make it on like the top 5 priorities list for what to devote time to. However, it is always time to relax. With very few exceptions, the opportunity to relax while engaging in whatever you devote your time to will increase your satisfaction and effectiveness at what you're doing. It's not that you have to stop doing anything or everything else in order to relax. You can be relaxed while doing almost anything and everything else. I learned this rock climbing. Yes, rock climbing. In fact, in climbing, it's not a lofty idea. It's vital because in order to preserve the limited strength you have in your hands and your forearms, you have to practice actively relaxing through the entire climb. I've since applied this to trail running and snorkeling. These activities have become meditative for me, despite my body being fully engaged in the process, because relax is an invitation I send to my entire body with every single breath I exhale. So It's nice to find time or make time to do nothing but relax. But this week, I invite you to consider that it's almost always time to relax. So sit back, relax, enjoy the sounds, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I've got a couple of resources for you, which you can find in the show notes or you can listen to right here. So check it out. If you enjoy the sound of my voice and you enjoy the sound of my guitar, imagine them put together. Go to sonicrecovery.com and take your very own Relaxation Vacation, where I take you out of the stress of the present moment and back in time to a time when you felt happy, healthy, safe, and sober, and then walk you through that memory so you can bring back those feelings into the challenges you're facing today. So go check that out. It's at sonicrecovery.com. If you're a healthcare worker in recovery, check out the Music in Recovery Self-Care Guide for healthcare professionals that I created just for you. That's at hcp.sonicrecovery.com. And if you're a healthcare worker and you'd like more information about how to help your patients use music, you can check out the Music Medicine Guide that I created just for you at musicmedicineguide.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed the pod and you haven't done it yet, would you just take a minute to rate and review it? It really only takes about 60 seconds, believe it or not, and it would go a long way to help us make more people know just how good this pod is, particularly for healthcare workers and their stress. Thanks again. See you next time.